Sverchok. Open file that you download from site. Then let's start from one object node, object in, and viewer draw. Let's see what Sverchok is by using them. Select first object, its cube. You can select this cube from pop-up window and join vertices, polygons and matrices. Vertices is define redrawing, so we can just click like that. You can edges show and polygons show. It defines themselves what you connected. Now adding empty, join matrices from empty, and you see the matrices is location for now. Location, rotation and scale that defines what placements of object of vertices will be in the scene. When you're updating, it not work properly for now, so you have to put socket again. Let's start drawing viewer text draw. You have text window here, Sverchok viewer. It appears automatically when you push the button draw, and you see vertices. We connected vertices. Here are they, 8 vertices, first, second, from 0 to 7, 8 vertices. Next is edges. Edges connecting to the one dot slot, yellow slot, and there are 12 edges. Cube has 12 edges defined by 2 integers. Let's connect the polygons and redraw. Polygons defined by list of 3 or more integers that indexes of vertices. Now connect matrices, and you see 4 to 4 matrices. Matrix is location, scale and rotation definition. Every object has data as vertices, edges, and have data as matrices. Except materials, there is much any data as RNA and other, but we talking about matrices. We have 4 issues from object nodes. When you have empty that has no vertices, you see, and has only matrices. Let's go forward. Here we have object, we have a plane, and have a node center of polygons. We have polygons of this plane. We join to these two centers of polygons and find normals for each polygon, and find matrices for each center of polygon. Turn it matrices, scale it, so we can draw viewer draw the cube on the plane centers. So we have centers for each polygons. Yes, empty cubes multiplied for many matrices. Viewer can share in many matrices, share the vertices on many matrices. We have series. Series is range from floats from 0 to some number to some number, and with steps. floats is one digit. We can see how vector is generated by node vector generated vector in quotes. X, Y, Z we can redraw with Y 0, and we can redraw series X, Y. You see X and Y for each vertex is defined by series. Next is moving of vector. We have one generated vector series, and we have one unit moving vector, and we have one unit vector that moves on 2 and 2 and 10 and direction Y and Z. So every vector will move on these values. Go forward with matrices generator. It calls matrix in. We have a series of vertices, 10 vertices. We have one vertex, and we take location and scale. This is the node, and we got in out socket matrices. That matrices can define location, rotation, and scale of new objects. Next, formula defines a calculation of some values. Now it's 0 because we have 10 in one float 10. We can make this integer 10 with float to integer node, and we have integer node that have 10 too. So we can make formula evaluate 0, because x minus n0 is 0, and 0 is values that has sockets numbered from 0 to 1, second, third. We can add another and plus and 1, for example. We have 10 because 0 plus 10 is 10. Next, deformation of generated matrices. It is generated. It is deformation matrix. We have a matrix, 0 matrix. We have vectors. Vectors and vertices is the same in Blender. We have for location, for scale, for rotation. Around this axis rotation we will turn on angle. So location, scale, rotation is the Z axis for now, because X, Y, Z only define it. Angle in degrees. So we have matrix deformated from these deformations. Let's see what is done. Viewer draw, make cube definition, and matrices that we created and modified. Modified matrices are turned on some degrees, scale it, and it's not draw properly. It's deal in viewer draw, so we can change something, see what it happens. For now, version 2, some bugs happens, so to turn correctly we have to turn off scale. So let's go to another layout. There are connected lines, so you have to line as circle multiplication. Formulas defines formula of circles and from series of vertices is defined and turned to, you can see, vertices. It is one circle. It is not always circles, it's one circle, and we multiply it on matrices. It is edges. What you see down here, it is edges. Is defined 0, 1 and 1, 2, the series of integers. Next is matrices defined by formulas. The same formula has vertices, and every vertices define rotation and location of new generated matrices. View. Here we are. Matrices. Every circle is matrix, turned by matrix. Next, let's turn it off dots. You can see edges without dots. Next layout is list. You can play with list manipulators series initially multiplied by 2, and zip node makes two similar series with lists, each first and second grouped. The next is joining list separately, first and second. It is objects, one object but two inner lists created. Here we have another that divides every list grouped first items, and this node removes some level of joining. So here is 10 objects, and every object 10 is one object, and every 2 is sub list of object. But here is 40 objects by 2 items. So you can count length of objects. Here we group it. You see, you can investigate this. So next is serpentine. So you join only vertices and see how it works. Edges, the same, in the matrices, the same. So next, let's join. It's multiplication on plane. Spread objects. That's first. Sverchok can do this, but now we can more functionality, and we move empty. Investigate what it do. It's has plane as empty. Calculate centers of polygons. Calculate distances between distances. Here distances between centers of polygons and empty. And the next, here is centers of polygons. Here is formula that define this length, distances between each polygon and empty. Here is another formula, makes vertices. Each vertex deforms matrices of centers of polygons. So we have matrices rotated and scaled, but location is still. We can do another thing. You see, here is Polygon Center. Each center is defined in this list. So we can unplug scale. You see already update if something not scaled up, not worked. Here we unplug rotation and see what rotations nothing. It not works somehow. So we plug and update it works. It's known bugs. We are working on this, but it's pretty well doing if you update several times. So thank you.